Hello, Cherie Hanson here. What you're hearing, peripheral noise, is in these houses, side by side houses, row houses, when the one next door is being renovated for resale. You can hear it through the walls. I can see why the cat is so anxious. He's meowing and meowing and meowing. It's like, what is happening? They're so sensitive. Yes, they are very sensitive. Today, I am on my second day at Harrogate. I spent the entire morning just resting. I've gotten to the point where I understand that when it feels like my butt cheeks are on fire and my legs are stinging, that sometimes it's just best to draw back and wait until my lithium battery fills up with a bigger charge. So much is happening because nothing is happening. And what I mean by that is the way that I was living when I was at home was this constant tug of what needed to be taken care of or what needed to be done. I am down now to what needs to be done is to set up travel days, make sure that I know which train or bus or whatever to get on next. And I have been very, very successful in letting go of an agenda. I know this is not something people normally do when they travel. What is the goal of my travel? How many things must I see in order to feel like I have fulfilled my necessity of making sure I admire myself, and letting all that go and just going out the door, just going left or going right and walking and finding out where the universe, my feet, are taking me. And strangely enough, every single time I do that, I have the most amazing conversations with people. I have beautiful experiences. I have a sense of greater confidence in myself, a greater sense that I can take care of myself and not this horrible COVID time when it's like, don't put your head out the door, they're going to shoot you and you'll be dead. No, that's not paranoia. But what I have to say about Harrogate is this was a spa town. This was a place where people came to heal, where the mineral springs were used for the middle class to wash off all of the tribulation and the stress and the sense of survival that comes with keeping your perch on the branch of middle class riches. Things wait for me. I keep getting emails saying, this isn't done, you need to complete this. And I'm of two minds about that. The first is, oh dear, I haven't had to live like that for 20 some days. And the next is, oh good, I'm going to have something to keep me occupied when I get back and to maybe help me reroute into the house I'm living in and the life that I have there. Right now, there's just a sense of so much freedom because I can't. Isn't that a beautiful hall pass? I can't deal with that now. I'm not home. I can't weed my garden. I can't do anything about the weeds I see creeping along in front of my front step. What can I do in a day? What I can do is I can sit, I can walk, I can breathe, I can look at trees. I think that is the recovery that I would help people is to be in a place where you just can't fucking do anything. You know, like, just don't, you can't get busy and solve everything. What you can do is the opposite. You can get still and you can sit quietly and you can observe. And it's more supportive to do that in another environment than in the new world. North America is very much about the hustle. It's very much about chasing, um, you know, the illusion ahead of you, thinking you'll get caught up. Oh my God, is that ever a good one? I will get caught up. You will get caught up at what? You'll get caught up so you never have to do something again. You will get caught up so that all your debts are paid. You will get caught up. There's no such thing. We are in a place of change. We are in a place where the goals shift. When our bodies are shifting, our reality is shifting, everything is shifting. And with the mentality of an arrow released from your bow, I'm going to hit the bullseye, we make ourselves suffer so much more, because I have to be perfect in order to like myself, to love myself, to trust myself. I have to be perfect. And when you can get into a state of release, of submission, of not understanding, embracing that state of being confused, you actually develop far more confidence because you start to see the universe shows up, people show up, help shows up, beauty shows up, and we can shift into living more fully in the now. So I was talking to a friend on Facebook today, and I said, it's so interesting to me that the process of untethering, when I untether myself from where I lived, my daily habits, my sense of self, and you go out into the world when you travel, and those people don't have the sense of self, the mask of self that you carried with you when you were static, when you were surrounded by the same people year after year. You no longer have a script or a part. You no longer have an understanding of who you should be or what you are. And it is very, what I called untethering. You're letting it go. But the paradox is, the more you're untethered from your signposts of who you are and where you're going and what your purpose is, the more you find out about yourself, the more you find out about your spirit and who you were born to be. I find myself moving in and sitting with people and listening to their stories and being absolutely astounded at how much we all have in common, and how by letting go of the struggle, I can come to a place where I feel closer to other people. This is the paradox. Untether, let go, don't seek the same signposts of security. And what happens is you start to get a very strong sense of what I call the ancestors, those people who went before me, who survived, those people who lived in these lands that I'm walking now, were heroic in their stamina, in their commitment to family, to place, to self. And you discover that when you let go of the trivial aspects of your life. And the place where the power is surrender. That is how we begin to understand who we are, is when we let go of being right, let go of being admired, let go of being afraid, and you just get, it's smoother. It's just way smoother. I like smooth. Anyway, I just wanted to say I have been resting up this morning in Harrogate, and now I intend to go out because the sun is shining. That is sunshine out there. See the sun on the wall? And I'm going to investigate and experience more wonderful things today. Be of good heart. That is the slogan that came through in my meditation today. Be of good heart. Know that you're on this earth for a reason. Know that you will find your way. And stop using fear as a protective device. The only thing that happens is you make yourself a prisoner of your own fear. I want to say to anyone who is looking for a life coach, I'm doing it. I'm helping people. I'm learning constantly. Do get a hold of me and we can do a remote session and set up an action plan for you. And one of those actions will be submission. There's the paradox again. Thank you so much for viewing my videos. Thank you so much for subscribing to my videos. I deeply appreciate you.